Alright, welcome back to another episode of the Darkest Dungeon. We've been fighting a lot of bosses lately, and in this episode it will be no different, again. So, last time I talked up an item called the Sacred Scroll, which I then it was sadly revealed that after we defeated the boss, the Sacred Scroll had not appeared as an item. Well, this time, it's back. All we have to do is beat the Wizened Hag. So, there were other things I was thinking about doing, but this is the only mission that really concerns me at this point. I really do want a Sacred Scroll for our Vestal. It does also give us the crests and the deeds to finish off the guild, putting the guild at rank 5. And at that point we can start investing in the furnace, in the blacksmith, and the training in the guild to decrease the cost of skills for each subsequent character. We're in a good place in the game overall. However, we don't really have a party down here at level 1. I was working on them last time, this crew, and SomeCallMeDurk we haven't used since the beginning of the game, but he did earn that extra resolve level for free, bringing him up to rank 2, which allows him to get better skills and better armor and weapons. So our party versus this hag here is going to consist of our Hellion in front, Abomination in second position, Vestal in the rear, and Adamis as a Jester in third position. Now this is not the greatest party for the hag. Our only subsequent damage, or our only primary damage, is going to end up being the Hellion. Now the Hellion has obviously her Iron Swan, which I've shown off earlier in the playthrough. That's going to be great, because like many bosses in the Darkest Dungeon, the hag does tend to hang out in the back of the map. She has a cauldron, which sits in front of her, which not only has protection, but it also is used to cook your crew alive. The longer your crewmen are inside of her pot, the more damage they take, and they can eventually be put on death's door. I'm not sure if the pot can ignore death's door and kill them completely, but it can put them in a position where the hag can easily kill them afterwards. That's in front. We don't have much damage in this party at all. Adamis is going to be our stress healer and our buffer. Lacey here is going to be our primary healer, and our Abomination can do loads of damage to that cauldron, but can't really hurt the hag at all. So we're going to see how this goes. I think this crew here, overall, I might use them later in the game, but they're a decent crew for this boss, or a decent crew at this point in the game. They're not a great crew for this boss fight, but we'll see. I'm excited to see how it goes. We haven't used Durk in forever. So, back to the guild. Our Hellion, I believe, checks out. We have no more abilities for her yet. Same with our healer. However, with Adamis, we're going to change it up. We're going to buy Battle Ballad and upgrade it. He is no longer going to be using solo as a primary ability, and now it's going to be taking Battle Ballad instead. If something terrible happens, the man can still use Finale if he's in the first position. It's unlikely he's going to be, but I'm going to keep Finale in play for him, because Slice Off still gives us damage, and Finale, he will not be in a position to use it, but if we get shuffled or something bad happens like that, Finale will come into play. And Battle Ballad is awesome. It's kind of like the Man-at-Arms buff, although it works a little bit differently. And you guys have seen Inspiring Tune earlier in the playthrough. Amazing ability. So we shouldn't really have stress problems in the Weld. I'm more worried about us having damage problems. I'm counting on our Hellion a lot to be able to deal with that. So we'll see. Our Abomination is going to get every single ability ranked up because he is level 2. So he has access to everything here. As for giving him his next tier of abilities, because he's rank 2, I was thinking about just buffing Mana Kills, Beast Spile, and his Absolution. I'm not sure how much we're going to use him in his upgraded form, but let's get him to at least max rank, just in case we do end up using him to hard carry us. In the Blacksmith here, he also is going to get a basic tier equipment, which will put him at tier 2. That's where I'm going to stop with everyone's gear. We could get him to tier 3, but I don't want to spend too much more gold. Tier 2 gear should be enough to deal with the hag, so everyone else already has tier 2 equipment, it looks like. They do. Alright. So that's going to be our crew. For the guild, we are just a couple of crests away from being able to upgrade the guild. Before I forget about it, because I should have done this last episode but forgot, and probably the episode before that, we now have the portraits required to do this. So I'm going to go into here. I showed this off earlier in the playthrough. We're going to convert 4 of our unneeded heirlooms into the 6 required crests to get us to that number, and then max out the guild. There we go. New building, new splash art here. And now all of our subsequent portraits will be thrown at the training regimen, and anything extra we get at that point I may start putting into the tavern if we need it, but this building is much more important. Alright. Now, earlier in the playthrough of this mission, I also mentioned that the Abomination and religious characters, such as the Crusader and Vestal, could not party together. This is how it used to be in Darkest Dungeon years ago, but that is not the case anymore. So the Vestal and the Abomination can party together now. They can go out on missions together. However, the stress inflicted by the Abomination on the Vestal will be twice as much as normal stress. So that is the new debuff the developers added. Thought I would throw that in before we get into it, if anybody in the comments is saying, wait a minute, Panzer, I thought you said they couldn't sortie together. They used to not be able to, but they can now, which is cool. Very convenient for us. For trinkets, we're going to be taking our usual Dismiss His Head and Martyr's Seal on our Hellion, so she gets as much damage as possible. On our Vestal, standard loadout, Tome of Holy Healing and Chirurgeon Charm. After this, it will be Tome of Holy Healing and Sacred Scroll if we win. Adamis, our Bright Tambourine. I went over this item before. It gives negative 25% stress to the Jester if the torch is above 75, which ideally it will be most of the time, and 20% bonus to his stress skills. That's amazing. That's really, really strong. It means he doesn't need to cast his stress skills on himself as much, and when he casts them on other people, they're more powerful. Really good item. He's also going to be taking the Camouflage Cloak, just for that bonus dodge, and our Abomination is going to be taking... I thought about giving him the second Martyr Seal, but the Overture box is actually better because it gives him dodge, right, at the cost of only 2 accuracy. And we're going to be using the Lock of Fury on him, which we'll see how it goes. The cost of it is negative 10% max HP. That's outweighed by the fact the Overture box gives him 15% max HP. So really all we're losing here is 2 accuracy, and we gain 10% damage on all of his abilities and plus 3 speed, giving him 10 speed, making him the fastest character of this sortie, and perhaps the fastest character we have in the game. I want to say maybe our high-level Grave Robber here is faster, but she's 9, so... yeah. I'm not sure how a super fast Abomination is going to work. It might be bad. We'll find out. He's as powerful as we can get him, though. So those are our trinkets, and let's get into this. Let's make sure all of our characters have their abilities on. They do. Alright. Firewood should be fine. We're going to want to camp, so we'll take as much food as possible, minus this 4. Again, it's just... well, most people take 16 in a boss run. I got screwed over on the previous episode by bringing 4 more food than that, because we had 4 hunger pings from the boss until we left the dungeon. That's ridiculous. I do not believe I can get away with 16. I'm going to go 20. I probably should, considering the amount of gold I have, go 24, but I want to save that extra gold. Now, ideally, you want to save as much as you can. The weld has many uses for the shovel and has the most blockages, so we're going to take 3 instead of 2, which is the usual amount for a short mission. I guess it is medium, so... the anti-venom is quite useful here. So is the bandages. There's curios that use both of these. The key is also more useful here than in other dungeons because of curios that use it. Medicinal herbs is not as strong here as in the Cove, so we'll take a second one. Take our usual 16 torch layout, and we'll grab a holy water. All right, stage is set, and I will see you guys in the dungeon. So here we are in the beginning of the dungeon. For those who I didn't explain this in the previous video. Why this is happening, why we skipped the intro cutscene there, and why there seems to be a fade out in the video, is there have been a couple times in the playthrough now, most of them off screen where I re-recorded what I could, where the video is corrupted at the loading screen. I'm not sure why that's happening. So what's happening is I'm choosing my characters, giving them their trinkets, etc., telling you what mission we're doing, and getting all of our provisions done so you guys can see that, and then I'm stopping recording, loading the mission, and then starting again, which is why there's been a new hard cut here, well, as soft a cut as I can make it, to the start of the dungeon. This is the same dungeon, same character, same trinkets. We just had to edit that piece there so it wouldn't get corrupted later. So, back to dungeon layout. I was discussing this in the last video, how I wasn't totally sure the profit actually was on the far left because of the way the dungeon was built. This time, this is really easy. And the only room that is off of the main route is this room here. So it's pretty obvious. The hag's going to be there, which means we're going to have to go through the whole level before camping. That's going to be rough.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
So yeah, we're going to get all of our loot before we actually get to the boss, which is not preferred.
Is struck. A blazing star is born.
Alright. Could buff the party. This gives speed, it does. Could also counter with stressors, attack her. I think I'm going to try to cure stress on our festival. The ability I use the most by far is going to be that. So, oh wow, no action from Doom Boy. All right, let's stun our acolyte. Nice. Wow, Madman not going. Okay, yeah. This is an example of a party that's really going to hurt against us because we have no damage to the back position reliably.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
So characters in position 4, we're going to have to wait till our Hellion can act before we can damage them. That's bad. That's not great, but that's kind of the position of this party at this point in the game. However, our stress will never reach a high amount, which is pretty nice. We're going to try to counter all this stress by having a character that can reliably cure stress, which is not a good idea. For those watching, do not do this in your playthrough. I think I said at the beginning of this playthrough, I'm not any great player. I feel like we will beat the game. It's a game I've wanted to beat. There are a lot of tactics I've learned from actual good players, but this is a negative. This is something you do not do ever in this game.
Press disadvantage.
Is try to trade damage versus stress. The enemies will always stress you more than you can heal. So these are going to be some slow fights. Got a decent stun though at this point in the game, which is nice. Nice. Hellion might actually be able to kill him now. 9 damage. That's a good, decent chance.
As the fiend falls,
alright.
A faint hope blossoms.
Probably not going to stun here. Yeah, I didn't want to transform him because we've already working on reducing stress. Really doesn't need to do that. We're going to get one more groping swipe, it looks like. So we can stun here, but unlikely. Kill chance is also unlikely, so we'll heal our abomination. Alright. Nice dodge. Hopefully our Hellion does not act next. Alright. Hopefully our Jester goes next. It does. Very nice. Who has the most stress here? Our Vestal does. And Hellion before the Fungal Scratcher. Oh, wow. Alright.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Alright, I'm going to transform the Abomination early next time. I decided not to in that fight, and that probably hurt us.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Okay. So this is a trap. For some reason I thought the Jester had good trap disarm. Good thing I didn't try that. Oh, Abomination is even worse. Hellion, 60 at least? 30? Oh my word. Vestal, 20. Okay. Jester actually has the highest. I guess we're gonna be trap disarming at 40%. Great.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Alright. Let's keep pushing forward. Another one. Yikes. If we have to clear one of those by hand, it's pretty much as bad as a hunger ping. What's in here? What's in the box? Oh my god, okay, this is horrible. This is an absolutely terrible fight. Quad doggies. Holy cow. Our battle ballad, buff us all. Hopefully we'll get enough speed to outrun them eventually. I think I mentioned this lineup early in the playthrough. This is horrible. This might even be worse than Crone and Blighted Giant. This is an utterly horrible party for Nashers. However, we're faster than they are. Let's do this. So Abomination transformed is pretty great. It's like a super leper. They can do a whole bunch of stuff. The problem is transforming him stresses out your party, and his attacks are very limited when transformed. But what he can do is just downright awesome.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Nice crit there. Also, did I mention these dogs have a very high crit chance? They do. So not only do they attack very fast, and bleed your party, and give you diseases, but they can also crit. There's pretty much no end to this.
Executed with impunity.
Some call me Durk. Coming in hot.
How quickly the tide turns.
We can cure the stress, though.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Adamis and Durk, the Wombo combo. How ironic.
Begone, fiend.
One stresses, the other cures stress.
Another one falls. Ghoulish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
Now, the coffin I don't actually think has any curio to open it. So we're going to take a look right now, see what's inside. Nothing of value. Alright. Typically you don't do that, but we're doing it. Because there's only one room here before the boss, why not? I'm not going to want to backtrack for this one room. So I'm actually going to go for it before we get the boss. Because... what's here? Ugh. Quad maggots. Alright, this is not really bad. This is a perfectly fine battle. If that bleeds, he's dead. Okay, great. I'm not even sure if it's worth transforming here. What's this blight? How strong is this blight? 3 points? That won't kill. Alright. Maggots, man. How many times in this playthrough have I forgotten that maggots are almost unimmune?
Back to the pit.
We seem to forget that. It's a big heal on Vestal.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
One of them's gonna live. Random grave nibble crit. Here we go. No, high dodge because of our cloak. Underrated item in Darkest Dungeon, in my opinion. Camouflage cloak. He's got no stress left. Let's clean our Jester off. No stress left. Alright. Now. Okay. I was not expecting a second action there before our Vestal had a chance to act. Here's a full heal. Great.
Success so clearly in view.
Hunger ping. Okay.
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Was it worth it? Is there anything in this room of value? Yep. Okay. Fungal artillery and scratchers. Alright, is it worth completing the artillery? No. We're gonna battle ballad first turn. Everyone's speed and accuracy and crit. We're definitely gonna transform. Good chance of destroying that thing, not likely. Raking both the front positions, yeah, let's just destroy this Nasher. Alright, there goes that dog. I'm gonna deal with these two now. Chance of killing, decent chance. Did roll low. Alright. Escape Cloud. Annoying ability. Roping Swipe. Not too bad. Okay, alright. That's actually really convenient. We got double Escape Clouded, which means neither of them were able to mark because of their positioning. That's pretty great.
Obliterated.
Wow. Alright, huge crit from Durk. Hopefully we'll get one more action here from Adamis before the fight's over. We should. Could have gone for a stun there. That's probably smarter. Wow. Hellion with these dodges. Alright, we're gonna have you transform back into your human form. Should relieve everybody's stress. And stun. And then Durk should be able to cure stress off our Hellion. Here we go. Okay, keep the stress low and we'll be okay. We'll make it to the boss fight alright. It's just a matter of can we beat the boss. Nice.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
It's unlikely we'll get the curio with the holy water, so in this situation we're going to take gold over crests. I would like crests though. I can't drop the 4 food. Bandages and anti-venom are both equally good here, and so are keys. We can't drop that. So I'm going to drop the citrine for the crests. What's in here? Nothing of value. Alright. That was probably worth coming down here. The hunger thing wasn't good, but at this rate we'll still have enough food to take a full feast before we fight the boss. Oh, I was debating using a torch or not. Luckily we're still at highlight. Alright, so do we want to transform and damage you, or do we want to just... Yeah, let's just do it. Wow, big heal. Alright.
Destroy.
Well, that turned out to be worth it. Honestly, we'll just stress heal now because these two, their crit chance is not high. I'm not too afraid of taking stress damage from them. Physical damage we can always heal off. Stun the back one. Okay. 4 damage, again, nothing. Not really a problem. Can we bleed the front one? We cannot. Alright.
A powerful blow.
We'll just straight out kill it then. I should point out, ladies and gentlemen, this is a level 2 Abomination. He does have rank 3 skills, but Abomination, really good. I haven't mentioned it very much in the playthrough. One of my favorite character classes, for certain. It just hasn't really worked out that we've been able to have one yet. So if we can get Durk into one of our final parties, that would be amazing. I don't think it's going to happen in this run, but it might. I'd like to cure stress one more time, but he's going to die regardless, so...
Precision and power. Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Very true. Okay. Popping our torch here, and what's in here? Nothing. Okay, we still have a lot of rooms to go before the boss. So...
The way is lit. The path is clear.
Triple maggots, alright.
We require only the strength to follow it.
Guess we're gonna stress heal on this one, because I can't kill the front one, which I want to. I want to bleed this guy, because he would die regardless. Alright, graded him on the front one here. 2 damage, not a problem. Forgot it does stress. Alright.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
There we go. 0 stress. Not bad.
This expedition at least promises success.
Trap. We didn't see it. 11 stress and a blight. That isn't too bad. Negative plus 15 stress until camp. Where'd we get that one from? Ooh. That's not good.
The light. The promise of safety.
Okay. Scouting. Who says there's gonna be a fight in this room? Yeah, we have. It's been a little while since we had one. A fight and then a fight. All right, so this is one I can't do yet. You know, this is the one cure I didn't want to see. So you need to use a shovel for it. I'm not gonna touch it until we get to the boss room because that we easily could have an hour blockage. So can't do it. Rabble out. Okay, surprise them too. All right, so the only real threat here is the Acolyte. I want her dead, so I throw everything I've got at her. 5 health. We'll kill her. Alright. Didn't want to transform in this fight if I didn't need to. Because we just got everyone's stress back down to nothing.
Eradicated. The slow
Bone Rabble, I
death.
don't think can crit. I've never seen Bump in the Night crit.
Unforgiving.
I'm not really worried about it. You could stun here. I'd like to do some hit point healing if possible on this one. Nine-point heal on our Hellion. Top her off, pretty much. And we'll... Wow, a miss! Rare attack. Alright, let's finish this guy off. Keep going. I don't want to delay anything. Maximum crest
Trifling victory,
amount.
but a victory nonetheless.
We're not going to get any more crests this mission unless we get more slots, but that's good. We got 12. Ideally, if we can get 6 deeds, that'd be great. Double fungal artillery. Alright, and they're surprised. Great. So we're definitely going to transform the Abomination this time. Who is 13 speed. I was going to say, wow, he's behind some speed, but he's not. Alright, is it worth cutting off or just buffing? We're just going to buff. Battle Ballad, buff everybody's stats. Speed, accuracy, and crit. We're going to transform and then hope we can crit. There's a huge crit mod on Rage. Good damage regardless. Almost killed. Iron Swan for the back. Alright, that's a easy kill for either one. Let's go with the back one because it's more annoying to deal with. Okay. Sadly, one fungal artillery did survive.
Death
Crit on
waits
Groping Swipe without being
for the
marked.
slightest lapse in
Unlucky.
concentration.
Ran a Blight. Nasty attack. Blights and marks. At least that one didn't mark. Wow!
Dazed, reeling, about to break.
Alright, well, luckily we can stress heal up this fight, so... Goodbye. We want ideally only one of them left. Groping Swipe. Alright. Don't know where those double crits are coming from a non-marked characters, but it happened. Okay. Now we can play with this guy and get healed. We need healing from the Vestal, and we need stress healing from the Jester. Stun chance not high. Like those. Why not? Something to do. Alright, 16, 9, 14, 10. Let's finish the Hellion. Put her back at 10%, because don't forget, guys, she has Dismas's head.
Confluence
So,
of skill and purpose.
Dismas's head gives her 20% more stress, so she's going to stress the fastest out of anybody. Almost forgot to heal there. That's stupid. Alright. You are still have stun resistance, so he's gonna hit us. I don't want to kill him. Yeah, we'll go for it. Maybe it'll land. No, unlikely. Alright. Nice dodge. Okay, Hellion's back in the healthy section. Can we clear... almost clear the Abomination? He'll clear himself next time he enters, or uses Absolution, which he could have done, but I want him stunned. This should not kill. Ideally it does not, just gets him lower closer to death. Good. Okay. Roping swipe, hopefully not a crit. Nice. If we can get the Vessel to heal one more time, heal our Jester. Nice work. Alright. Party's in pretty good shape now. Let's keep moving.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
I definitely want that double Onyx. That's worth a lot more than double Jade. Well, at this rate, I'm willing to drop. Well, we're gonna drop these torches because we're right here. Unlocked. We got. Oh, good thing I didn't drop the emerald, the jade. Nice, very nice. All right, trap, Jester, do your thing. Nice. Okay. Nice. Glad I kept him. Hold tree. All right, we're gonna toss anti-venom for whatever we get, probably. Yeah, that's pretty good. Don't want to toss any venom for 4 more crests. Yeah, let's do it. Mention no more crests, but we do need more. I think we have 0 right now, or like 1 in the town, back in the hamlet. So, okay, what do we have here? 2 curios, a fight, empty room. All right, so this is going to be a fight, so we're gonna camp there. That's great. We're not going to camp here because we know there's a fight there. Shovel. Don't know if there's a blockage there. Ah! 2 shovel curios. Alright. Medicinal herbs for this. Really? Bandages for this then. There we go. Great. We'll drop herbs, and I thought herbs got God, I didn't do light. Could get surprised here. Nope. Awesome. You gotta die.
The ground quakes.
Ah. Oh, don't do that. Please don't push her. Oh. Well, that means we get the finale now. That's ironic. Alright. She's dead to her dot anyway, so I'm just gonna rake this guy. Ah, I'll do that.
Unbalanced.
No, I wanted the finale for once. I can't even do that. Can't even use finale now. Or I can't even use my stress debuff with him. Thanks, you ruined everything. This party was doing great, and that happened. Bump in the night, still useless, even with lower light. All right, yeah, no, get out of here.
Decimated.
I specifically want this thing alive. Can I use? No, I can't even use from here. All right. Are we really gonna finale a corpse? No, not even I'm that cheap. All right. We need a stress heal if we can. Stun you. Bring that light level back up. We need a stress heal. Abomination needs to go back into normal mode. Do that. Alright. Okay, that's better. Yeah, whatever. We recovered some there. We have max
These
deeds.
nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be
We're
beaten.
pretty close. I'm thinking about dropping the food at this point. Yeah. We're not gonna get triple Hunger Pinks for the fight. It's just not gonna happen. I refuse to believe it. Alright. Back in condition here. Okay, we don't need medicinal herbs now as well. For out of curios that this could be useful for. Definitely gonna camp in this room. Nice, we can use a key as well. Surprised! Surprise! Alright, yeah, we can stress afterwards. Gotta kill these things now. That should bleed. That means he's got 6 health. Can we kill with this? Impossible. Okay. Alright, he will die to that before he can do anything. Oh, it was low. The chances of us being very low. Well, maybe! No. Ah, that was not good. Our Hellion hit for lower than I wish he did. He's guaranteed to die though before we can do anything. So it's like we killed one, but... Uh-oh. Mark Prey. March or tank. Alright, well, let's do the Marcher. This is going to be a high crit chance now, though. If they run the March, their crit chance goes up considerably. You're going to die. It's just... Nah, let's transform, I guess. Can I knock back the front, too? No, I can't. Well, actually, yes, I can. Alright, yeah. Get out of here. Not gonna lie, that's not exactly what I wanted to happen. But I don't know what I expected either. We can't use Iron Swan now. I just screwed it up. Alright. Play a dank tune to cover up the fact that Panzer just messed up.
Beyond one's limits.
Oh no, he's dead. Okay, we're good. We can still hit position 3. Great. We do need healing, so let's do that. Rain of Blade. Okay, no crit. Very good. Run the marks. One of these is gonna crit. I'm expecting it. Surprise, one hasn't yet. Oh yeah, you gotta get cured. It's a good amount of stress on you, Vestal. He'll heal. He'll die. Okay. Run the marks. No, no crit. Nice. Okay, Hellion's back. Back among the land of the living with her health. That's what we'd like to see. Yeah, let's enter back into your human form, unstress everybody, and absolution on yourself. Who's left today? You can absolution yourself, so I'm gonna... Time for Adamis to play for himself.
The blood quickens.
Alright. That was fun.
Seize this
I don't care for either of those things.
Push on to the task's end.
Nope, don't care. Let's camp before we open that. Alright.
Huddled together, furtive and vulnerable. Rats in a maze.
No reason to not do the full feast here. We have one more hunger ping available to us. If it happens right before the boss, we're still gonna fight the boss. If it happens on our way back, then we can't get our curios. Big whoop. Alright, definitely gonna sharpen... Well, let's take a look at everything first. 4+ speed, as if Durk needed to go any faster. Now, we could give him more speed. We could de-stress everyone, we don't need to. Bless is gonna be better than Chant here, so we're probably gonna Bless. We're definitely going to sharpen Spear. That's 6. We could use Psych Up to boost his damage. And then use Every Rose Has Its Thorn. So I'm thinking Psych Up, Thorn, Sharpen Spear, Bless. Let's do that. Psych Up. Alright. Every rose has its thorn. Alright. Sharpened spear. Bless. Who do we want to have accuracy and dodge? Not really this guy. I'm not sure if you need dodge. I think the accuracy is needed on the Hellion. Okay. And if somebody wants to fight us, they're gonna have to deal with a super powerful Durk. Oh, someone does. Alright. Oh, crud.
And boogeymen.
Well, that's a really bad party. Alright. Alright, Durk. How do we go faster than Durk? He's got freaking... he is slower than Adam. How is Adamis faster? +6 with what? Oh, Adamis has quick reflexes and quick draw? Oh my, no wonder why I praised this guy at the start of the game. Holy crap, that's an insane jester. Wow. Alright. Alright, Adamis has to go. Yeah, Durk has to go next. Alright. You ready for this? Psych up and boosted rage. Alright. This better kill you. Yep.
Annihilated.
I can't stun that. Throw out of position. Doomsay. Okay. I'm okay with that. A little bit of stress for everyone instead of a lot of stress for one person. This is bad. This is not good. We have no way of killing this guy. We literally can't even touch him in that position right now because of the way our party is set up. Or, I mean, the way our party is surprised, I should say. This is not good. We're gonna have high stress going into the boss fight. I guess we just need to kill everything before it has a chance to stop us. Alright. And affecting the low light. Accusation.
The horror.
Get up here, Doomsayer. Alright, now you're within range to get destroyed. Stop talking, you crazy old man. Alright, Vestal's gotta get healed. Luckily we can heal up this guy. Durk, do your thing. Start. We can get everyone stressed down. We can do this. You gotta move up. So Vestal can heal next time she gets an action. Alright, this wasn't too bad. Nice crit heal. Alright. She has horror and she has the stress bonus, so we gotta get rid of that. You gotta heal yourself. Resisted, okay. Nice dodge there. Yeah. Okay, Hellion's back to being sane again. Alright. Another crit stress heal on Durk. Awesome. Groping swipe. No damage, or not much damage. Hopefully this won't kill.
Ooh. Singular strike.
Did not kill, but it almost did. No stress in the abomination now. Alright, we've done it. We've worked our way back down. We smited. Awesome. Alright. Well, that was cool. We just took a fight that was really bad for us and came out with practically no damage on top of our buffs we got from camping. I'm excited. Alright, let's see what we got in here. Nice. Don't need boy. I don't know if it's a carry right there. Probably don't need the well. I do want the dodgy sheath because it's worth selling. It's actually worth enough gold, but it makes sense to keep it. Let's dump the herbs. I don't think we're going to need them for anything. I said earlier we weren't going to take many crests home. I guess we are taking crests home. Hey, good thing I didn't drop that shovel. Holy cow. Yep. Well, I guess we're not getting either of those. That stinks. Yeah. That stinks that both of these curios are the graves you need to shovel for. We got a free spot though for the boss. Alright. We all in position? Let's do this. First is the hag.
Twisted and maniacal. A slathering testament to the powers of corruption.
So, she only has 66 health, which is pretty good. The problem is she's in position... Actually, she's apparently in position 3 and 4, so what am I even talking about? Screw this pot. Yeah, it doesn't even matter. Race her, I guess. Who's going in? Abomination. Alright. Cool. Seasoned to perfection. Nice. Dodged it. Alright, so every one of her actions, whatever character was thrown in the pot is gonna end up getting his health reduced. I believe we can kill her fast enough, the pot just... Oh no, every action, I'm sorry. So, yeah. Durk's not... you could say Durk's having a bit of a hot time in there. After stun chance on you, not very good. Nah. Just beat her up. Her health isn't very high. The whole concept is that she just wrecks one of your characters. But we had 11 turns there. We could finale the pot. Yeah, let's finale the pot. Ah, crud. It survived. Alright, that stinks. Yeah, we know. Seasoned to perfection. Alright. Nice. That's a humongous debuff. Wow, I'm boiling. You don't say. Out of the pot. Ah, the Abomination could have taken a couple more turns. Meat Tenderizer. Alright, not a problem. All of her attacks do pretty low damage, so... No, we can't use... No, you're in front. It stinks. You stink. We can use Rake, though. Alright, Durk. It's, or Rage, I'm sorry. Let's do it! Boom! 15 damage. In the pot, doesn't matter. Adamis has probably seen worse days anyway. Alright, I thought we wouldn't have damage to her. Not a problem at all.
The wood is still poisoned. The way is still blocked. But less people will be eaten.
Suncloak. If Suncloak didn't give stress, it would be a decent item. But it doesn't. It do. Continue adventuring. So, probably gonna leave here. I just want to see the loadout. Now, I'd like to leave with less stress than that. If we can, I want to go back, see if Adamis can somehow get away with reducing the stress. Here's a way. Okay. And do we have any way we can open those? We can't. I guess it's not worth staying then. Alright, that's our haul. Let's go. Made okay on cash. We may have made back what we spent. Perhaps we turned a little bit of a profit there, but we could have turned a lot more of a profit. We had more inventory space. We just didn't get good curios, I guess. Got a really good heirloom haul, though. My word. We needed crests. We have 32 of them. We also got Mama Italy's Sacred Scroll, which is what I'm going to call it, because let's see what's going on. Alright. Everyone's rank 2. Durk's almost rank 3. Durk picked up the runs. That's really bad. Cove Explorer and Zoophobia. That's a bad one. That's bad too. Adamis picked up. Witness is not bad. Photomania is... Oh. Wow. That's really good. Okay. Nice. Wow. Adam is just like the stress king. He doesn't take stress if it's light.
I still see their angry faces as they stormed the manor. But I was dead before they found me. And the letter was on its way.
Like I was saying, he doesn't take stress if the torch is out. He's fast. He's even faster than fast with 2 fast perks. And he has the bright tambourine for stress healing. Adamis is the happiest jester this world has ever seen. In a land of nothing but decay and death, there's this dude, and his job is to make you happy. So there you go. Worth it. There we go. More stuff. There we go. Sacred Scroll. Awesome. Alright. So Durk's in trouble here. We gotta get rid of the runs. That's not happening. Alright. Let's uncheck our party here and take a look at our crew for next time. So now everyone's out of stuff. Blobsville, we purposefully did not treat rabies because the damage is huge. Is the -10 accuracy really too bad though? That's the question. I don't know. We're gonna find out. But our crew is looking pretty good. So I would say that this was a fairly successful episode. We did make a little bit of gold, and we got our Sacred Scroll. So we'll see where that takes us in the next episode of The Darkest Dungeon.